Yo, me do bena, me affair, no pala, me affair, to do low. I better care winter at the Pomania when I came in Colonia Bodoma, in the Tanya Nebe, 1-on-1 with the CEO. I may pepe and no mere bugbear. Kenya CEO na Domenyo boy came in them Konabe, the Footprint of Glory Foundation. Le me apen kosem le Swiss FM, bele JD FM. Ke agalemi han pom le Footprint TV. Ke nye nyanu de la nkonye bright walanyo agopla nye vedo hati
Isaiah Mills adeku.
Yo mi ape nupala pala todo la. Ke mi ape CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation. America nye apeto kafui amegbe. Yenye mi ape amejiro egbele apame.
Akpa abanu kola like milamia akpon le Footprint TV. Aika miga todo mila JD 99.9 FM le Swiss 93.7 waya balauja mi agloba amapepe yike le mi agbola apamegbe anyama to hare yike na nyaba mi onu chuma manyama onya ko mi akode FM alumi akoda diko kabo majiwa mana na asego mbenye vi ka oji le awudo machito aika apa jojoa mare akpa avaike na megere Volta region for a southern part what the kakule we to yika egbana mi akpoma gakamia no via pa school pa anyawa aje school gomale chito EP primary yika maupa mongava anone bobwere yika ugagere JHS level yika away apa do le school with BEC level akpo A1s yemau tree you get a Audoma Senior High School, you can yami apa Awu School, Squama. You get a subject alu course, you get a ballet course, some pupia in a science, upon multi ovation, you can mau webe adotoma bobwe, you get a tangato la fima kakle A1s, you a bear, maupuli, you ovation le Ashanti region, a school koko, you call them konabe KNUST, Squama you get a son to a hot to nyaunti to a toma. Vatore a hopper and put the finishing level of it. You get a banya town apple that to a le a door, Habo Bomber Backplayer architect so a maglobe a Ghana Institute of Architects a ye upli uleta agba that Jamia Glober is an architect by a profession. A namiga glede a bubia yika dope alo a mayuko udoka plio ozona and a door play a mayao letter for you Opportunity International Savings and Loans ochaka kuli akpamaji ha aga wode kakle Celicity Limited ye ma for the afima aga nya matoka de ike do dop alopupo pa de ike enye Nairami Enterprise ta egbe ike miele miano via pomle apam yenye ni apanko sega enye dadatua enye architect amayoka nyanchu akotu nyanchi ika uganye asichala nyata kwetu uganye a philanthropist philanthropist anemi blanye domenyo mare ika apa domako re amagoto kuma akpana mia alampure wana ayaji
yo mia adapena amaga mos abaleke onami no chochovia la chomia pa amadrounti kama common popo ya ma ado wezona amaga kafi amegbe va apama yo amaga awizo
yo apena me awele toji
yo oha mapobe egbe you are looking fresh and great
mo pape bi da pere mo
yo ape abeleke mi apen kwala kwala mi ape todula osenia mi dwe egbe mi adogu pele CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation Kweda Footprint of Glory Foundation ye domenyo habobo ada ikele dowo eje dogomacho chito maglobe efifla opedo eba keketa lebe ogere awudome plepe abologo duome abale kemi ape nyanu de la Isaiah Mos Heblenea elemia do ma ha hoko kanyama afo mu didi cho ehuntiu makaraji ba magere Donato touch taflache JD 99.9 FM play Swiss 93.7 FM le memle da ndi de shia de maglo be enye wona odometori kai ke mia pe CEO the Tomato Footprint of Glory Foundation fen come play the view pe inter school quiz wona ke mi jegome for last week maglo be kosra ke ba me pe fidagbe ma common popo ya ma afu asi abotana the view jagba ho sell through nene ma ke ha me yo metem po gome he po tepe gbanta lo tepe velia le wona mewa mi kare ji pe ke gboma wa agaten awodowu ma yo ma akho amagande apame yo amagan kafui magado wezona o akeva Footprints TV nemia asego menua nukata onye domenyo habobo Footprint of Glory Foundation ko emenamivie.
Okay, yo akpe mi akpe na mi afi ma jego ma dogbana nupola o ple nyasela o kata ma hogbecho mi ape board of directors ugbo council of elders partners play volunteers you kata le don play Footprints of Glory be wa here one bring hope and opportunities to mi ape nuto ame mi anovi o play mi afokata gaijia nye magblanye be macho man popo yi acho ponucho mi ape amenyo domenyo hababo an mi a lema me a nebobe domenyo hababo Footprints of Glory magblebe de mi onu to ama mi ento mi je sibe development alo tutuloji me la fochom new is not consistent magblebe nema zigedia mi dona unde jirudu gbo jiru mbe wa avemianu akemi le pobe nemi de wona to me he wonye NGO a mi anto mi untete mi achoje na negome ne to magia domenyo habo bobo wata akpere mi onti ne ni oje mi awo wa chowu abele yi mi ano kudere government mu ta pira NGO ya vabenia ana jidepo mi apete especially the youth play the vulnerable be ejibega de lopo na necessary metola ne mi apete mi lasiko mi awedeka ta mi ape slogan mi akata mi nya I am because you are ke be no melewa ni meleu ta mi akata na pasi awe wanyo ta pede a yekwema
akpe miento kafi I am because we are enye amuto enye na neke elegina mi yema dombe nupola kwa plateau de la kata enye na neke asojina madroma bia be mutinya alo ngogbe npopo alo dodo le esekawe le do pounds alo popo banji.
Okay, afima magbele briefly be aboboya me registered is as a registered NGO. If you make an NGO, Oyombe NPO, which is non-profit organization. The NPO, in Ghana, duly registered with the Social Welfare Department in Ghana. And then me when I do le akwavuvu, I mean me pa loje oje, loje o me nele mi asi. That I IG better than them. Akwabe alojo mede eleke mia akosewo gome mi apedo na wa ai jire na ma ta meku akagbo adiama ademu
ta akpede enu machuchu mata ke maglobe ngogbo npopo ka ile mi asi aba upopene aba domenyo habobo ne.
Okay, domenyo habobo ngogbe if you have
your
vision. Okay. Le Emma, Fifia, miele domle, abe miele que minha, how ba e paiva ima, ewa dole chito seki, henye chito du ko, bokovi kope, pele de do. Fifia, e payama mi ina audume, tamilo audume, do katare nu, play audume pe, plebe bologio, ta mi bologio anyawasi, Bame, Averin, Konta, Chawenu, Chibu, Dafo, Bethel, Ple Okata, Ole Okata, ta any me or Menyebe, me le Pupu for Taruju Nimbe, me bring hope to the vulnerable in society. Hope and opportunity to the vulnerable in society. C'est que miantomi se gomme, que febe ameyosi mon popo melio. Allo ope ngogbe yi be aburewa. Mia agjo gobe mia apuna me kata akora be nika mia wo. He anawo hope be agbemoma aburewa. Ta ye ko nyame ape vision c'est que millerasi.
Many bear maga atten gedema when I nukola mile miato a cafe amabella pama yike kude epa dopalo dodoa umchia ye ma uplaname to the vulnerables amayuka asimatan susumu amayuka ola babajem in terms of education amayuka jila maten opa jila o medel parental care medel wonya mayuka ta yova aga afokafi mia allen kude nanum your aims and objectives yuka ele Miasi, Mia Agada Mahana, Akona Namtina.
Okay. Before I go to Bepe Imla, I think we need to know the mission. Miape mission. Sike Somila, Be Gmanto Nyebe, Mia improve the quality of life of vulnerable young people and adults.
Okay.
And then Velanyebe, we want to nurture an informed society to facilitate enrollment of youth into formal education and assist them in seeking higher education. Ta ameyo the school semonji ameyo meten the school ameyo ojebeno yi no bosondo ameyo ojebeno gagbo formal education na mi alan kure marketa akpogbo ameyo le school ho ojebeno seek higher education na nem tetele mi awa mi akpere marketa. Then assist youth to acquire skills, establish enterprises and take opportunities to improve their standard of living. Me and me put apology. Me and youth get the apology for me. Don't na rekemeli. Ta no jona na ma me pe taroji ne ka kwa nyebe ne mon popolia amena Toronto asinu do na no si wa wodo akpoga adan to kutuku me be kame mama ga no apology wanye fudere na to call ta yakatan le me se manyebe me educate and facilitate inhabitants to live sustainably in terms of health. Ta mi pe allergy ne abele megbele amene gbantonye livelihood, evelanye youth empowerment, etolanye education, enelanye health.
Akpe nanyebe nyama adefuna alu ma ownya nkwalawa majibana annam constitutions alu aset de yike alle miapa apupo pakulon ako amahamchi nami.
Okay. Akpe abe fufu fe na abe organization na ejebe except to do one akpolomi be mi kata mi awo afia momi be mi azo be amareke matale emoju be de mi omegale organization nu gbe ameyo ava e won ha agbalenle akrabe amena wele mekina wele. So we have a constitution sike inami mi anko Footprints of Glory Foundation. Ma akpelebe pe iva ime afi mi register aboboa oyami be Hope of Glory Foundation. Kake Hope of Glory akie kwenye ya akenkwa kwetro zu Footprints of Glory Foundation. Ta mi enami nko Footprints of Glory mi have a location estate in the constitution Africa afi mi located, which is working within our domain. And then we have a vision, our mission, and then aims and objectives. Enemy power, it tells us, the constitution gives us the powers that we can have. And you knew, me a town war, have a boy, to menu have a bomine, many have a boss can ajranu act for profit too. Ta ebonami, me have fans on her, fans, LOJ, me trust, let me have a guy, a ganyan, membership, Amayuna, I get a have a bomb. Ajibe you are agere have bomb ya okata epo no chokata le makwaje anemi eva do afuma ha mi account aka gaijia enaminya the governance alai he constitution enaminya alai mia agavin mianto mi adokwe the duties of the officers me have board of directors, council of elders, they all enna estate okata ko duty mi ape pepe fi mi akpetale kata state kata ta ni okata nya ni o le mi ape constitution me lastly ne hapo obe a dissolve efia ese moju je mi to afi mi ata a dissolve hapo ata okata o le mi asi. And then we have bylaws only now me ape council of elders clear board of directors that if you have board of directors where a new wawa ne aboboa except the launchi amanake ma tu kwa ona neke sike jenwo that except the block makata
akpe
yo me da pena me ape CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation me ape no kwala me da pena na Irami Enterprise ameyo the mebena Footprint of Glory dopia gongongon nenye be adogo play na Irami Enterprise wa akpo le chitoma salachi pe emochuchu matutu nene make nenye be wo ha ajro be ne na awode kakle Footprint of Glory Foundation ata a check kaklo le kapo jesi aje 02025611472 allo aten awode kaklo le ofe email jile footprintofglory@gmail.com akpenami yo manga atrodo de nyanovi fokafu igbo de nyamejojoro peji unti aike ono nufoma aje abe fona na kude organizational structure of the foundation be miafe todola pele enukpola wa asemenua amade kukube na nami alaike the organizational structure hele na Footprint of Glory Foundation anti
yo akpe organization structure c'est Kenya ameyokata le dom le foundation ama new order jule ameye le foundation anu ele mia apa mia kata mia wodo ben foundation na yiji yeko inye foundation organization structure ta majegoma at the top level we have a board of directors you the last call in the organization. They are the last voice in the organization. The board we have the board and we have the council of elders. The board me amadre ye le board board of directors I'm the executive secretary to the foundation and the secretary to the board. And and then I report in the board now based on me discussion katale meeting what family emoji me to the board a meeting twice in a year, and then with the council of elders you have a meeting every quarter, every 3 months we meeting the council of elders me call control that to me be board amatuko agblere said ne miawo that if you have the council of elders you ameyo pona the day-to-day activity of the foundation. The council of elders you want to form na committee so be work for me do na that from there you na advise board be ni o the mayor through the executive director that no advice board decision your board I take then it is a representation of New Kata LG. Apart from that, we have administrative manager, which is a secretary. We have a communication and dissemination manager.
Okay.
We have a PRO. We have a project manager. Me probably alloge the camera and the administrative secretary. We have assistant, financial assistant. We have procurement assistant. We have membership coordinator.
Okay.
We have a research assistant. The communication and dissemination manager or alojema in PRO. We have assistant PRO, which is the public relations assistant. We have a publications assistant. We have web and social media assistant. The aloje le project manager go me do you want me la me bulemba me ape do na le aloneme ta mi ma order fe ta mi have project assistant 1 play project assistant 2 they call livelihood and youth empowerment jipom
okay
they can education and health jipom ta la me ma o koma mi have field officers si kenye amewo le do the ceremony mi have representation in every town la wo do me be ye wonye mi ape liaison officers le do me benen ni ko na cho ni chuchu na cho de ko gbo vre me a wa ko vre me ke ne me ko ni chuchu na de ko ato me ma oji e wa ye go tak pere ya organizational structure ma
akpa nukpala o mi ga akpoto alla mi agbo na Footprints TV ayike mi da akana mi to he afoka fi nanya ba nyama allow the SPU amatiba ma akpo na da members allo partners allo sponsors allo donors you can get them yanjide leke onona leke mon kamitona afiten bona amama oba onona magbana mi ba abubu ba attention.
Okay. Après, ma je comme cho mi partners oji le habobu ma okula be members o ka ke mi wa do menyu habobu mi le e mi pe be me mi o de ka mi o de ko ele asi perform le do mo ta amene sade ke chodele amare pe ngo yime amanye partner, so we don't have members, we have partners ta ne mama maglemi so ame sade ke ina di be agere mi ama ejaba mane ho pe we at least 12 years ave amana ta agere mi ama plus sube na devio si ko 12 years wo gere mi ama e ni la zo ni wo mi la ya ha osron ke choa ke fe be ya ha osron si ke bata aba take over in the future and leaders ta yima da gaijia with the never get me with the partners. If you want to be a partner, me have 2 types of partners. Sikenya full partner and then a corporate partner. Agencies you new check me district assembly, MTN, all the organizations. So you what the calculate when me our do okata corporate partners that are willing. With the individual partners, me apply registration form which costs 20 cedis. Then I apply registration form. Adamana pay through our Momo, through the mobile number, merchant number 477231. Then I pay. Can me do Adamana pick membership form? Sorry, partnership form. The secretariat allow me to send in through WhatsApp or email. Allow me to pay the email website www.footprintsofglory.org. Okay, formula apply the page article, everything goes.
Okay, I'm understand what you ne evelia. Am I mon papa about 12 years? You might who that a 12 years person be a volunteer or you have a special position. I don't know. You can never get me ama. Atem azo awodo plenya.
Okay. New partner secretary from 12 years. Ko yingo. Tane na maregere me. Even with the individual partner, me have various categories. Let me. First category, good membership or good partnership. Or good partners, and then we have silver partners. We have bronze partners. We have ordinary partners, play volunteer partners. Tale ma komito me vie ne ase gomen. Be domenyo ha obonye amadele sike le jimbe ya awo nanene devio he ya ha wa yinko. Kake mon popore ke mele esisu mada choko agra blogi ala de viable onbe van mother school van mother domo ta me ma wata awode kaklemi be pedestrian na we good partner every year yanami 4,800 cedis 4,800 cedis be every year ya donate 4,800 nami na for the ke evelanye silver partners are every year la unanami 2,400 cedis ta emi gava bronze every year amena globe ipe untete no atanami 1200 every year me nya ko wo edo ke honorary members are every year la amena globe ipe untete na 600 cedis nya ko wo ke volunteer members onye ameyo u mechna fedeke yearly ke bon o fe time o penare mi an azo yo je mi azo no je mi wo mi o program o quiz play to mo la mi adjacent so do yo katanya volunteers so ta o zana o pe un sen play o fe time na mi be mi akọ awoto ayongo
lao abeleke nyonto mi le pomenia Footprint TV yanye ya elemia fen kosemle ne make waga semia pen ko le JD 99.9 FM le ho wala Swiss FM 93.7 FM yeho mi afa dotato na Footprint of Glory Foundation ikanye apato amegbe kafui enyam alo nyawo ike ole gbogbo na mi a emele kokko pepepe mi aganya aleke o wona fi pona alododo ameyo la lodo mami aglobe sponsors dem gbenawe wa afon vide nami kude ya hamti
yo akpa for bright pena sponsors go me ayo mi je mi odo go me up to this year la mi le agbajembe mi apo help to tepegedo okay so far la Nairami Enterprise.
Okay.
Yenye mi ape me gbeda banto lema megbea mi ape board of directors so pre council of elders so yo ha unena ega mi choya to kutukuma ben mi ko pare mi mi ko wodo ta le ame eton ya o vo megbea mi kaho pepon to Africa hareko ta mi le koko fombe ne ni wo mila the aim is to sustain it ne wa no an nelike ta ne wa like ejebe pepere una on va ne pepere me va la ke adefu le choy bonami ta mi le babiambe ameyo le mi akpom le mi ankosema no benu o cheka plimi wata cheka plimi mi apono aparabe pepperon ka watanami menye egago me kokoko ata nya ni sere go me ko ni yo womila mi na chi quiz yo womila the division no ha anochi mi zona mo in and out plum makatata ni la bia be wa avamianu ben ni ti sere ko womila wa tetepe
yo ape mia ayide aji na mi segomembe foundation o do de la manu o mere ha chocho enne ya mi le dole we have about 4 instituted for community improvement programs yo mi detome madibe mia ajegome de kadekale nkude apane opetem egbanto ikenye livelihood programs like me wona dodoma opun vide na mi kude ewonti.
Okay. With the livelihood programs me do be me let me po be asokata meso.
Okay.
Le mi anto mi ape du me. Le mi anto mi ape po me asokata meso. Enu na mesi la merosi me amero ha be popo e de funa futu po. Ta mi do be le eyi yo mi le koko fomne amokata be ameyo aussi nous na mesi le amero o pledo o le trunk me o le bag me e penene ya omega 2 po awula mosi bedsheet so small appliances so la mosi omega zazamo tanenu ma o le ya mi apopo kata anabe wano na no menu to me sike mi ayide mi ape community so me ameyo si nous na mesi me lo wa fa ba ko me nenu yo je wa cho sike ne be echo amana ha na pawo ado dabloji alawa pawo ado ayide nana wo fe sike waje ta le mago me ameyo si nuna mesimele wafa akpo enu makata ta mi do be information center ole eduo me fufufu ole chito le chawenu la nyasi ta le edu kata me ta ne nuno mesima la mosi e o magazamo wa Waterkweva Information Center no kweve a formula fima wa feel ame ijiben ni anglonko be ye tweve no dagisi be kweve a anglonko fa na kana ekpebe imejibe anglonko be amre bi nyambe ko na kweve wata chonu no aveko adasulon ke no nya vava hwe atrasulon be ni je mi awa mi atrasun katabe mi ata akoyi edu ome be ame yusi melowa wa atakpo ta ide amere be ya akoduma ve alo ni ma di bayi information center mi apo head office alo secretariat ale chito le awsa to fe mo chocho me ta wata ayomi le 020 256 1472g ke afio le mi ata ayi ko ya ba ko akove
you kefia be nanya be me kwedara information center ha godo ado nyagbole nyabe secretariat
exactly
yo akpe madon kuje lupala opla tolola obe footprint of glory first CEO afeto kafi amegbe yele mi agbo alebe ole nu makunami kude footprint of glory fedo dokle wona yo de to me le mi afa enu to me mi agada pana Nairami Enterprise America le megbe na footprint of glory gongo enye be gede Nairami Enterprise a wakofe kotunuwe ofe agledenu yo katandi mele awakwela sibobo etoji wike ganyo le ofe do na wenye be enye be eflenu a agbososoro de sia de be kwa ehulosi wakwe konao akoide afika wakope agbakoyo ma akefede kede etao eyo mia ayideji mi po livelihood program egbo ke mia lenkude youth empowerment program youth empowerment bedo do kawele miasi
okay akwe le youth empowerment so kwajia mi deje si be le mi ape duo mela do alo Ghana go do fifia do onya ezu agba the view ayo school public kaka school o do school do na recommend o la blogi ayo metu ijoa mon ko pare ke me gaba socio ta gede do na recommend ta mi here for globe alo no globe the devil finds work for the idle hand ta na do na me la mare si wa ni wa survivor yo go le ta mi do be ameyo meton school geo ameyo drop out JSS SS mia ameyo la blogia mi do be mia no enu fom now with the mind be wata atro ameyo jibe no I go back to school abele me gondo go to enroll in formal education wa go atro yi ameyo se come be school home school home ko ojebe amara na yipi wa azunu le choma amewa to swasunu do ameyo kata le medicines gede wa menye university to edovale medicine do mo ta mi bebe na amre na so asunu do akpera ma ha unta mi e webe ameyo mata gbo high school wa sondo edo yi wa sono mi akpera be edo ka me na so sike na nye vide na o menye be achoko be o vivia medimation edo yi sike fe be echone slenva edo na wazu agba edo ma megale eni ko be mi awo career guidance be amare mason edado wovovo hairdressing akaba no kinki jare moto amro asro hairdressing ajura kinki awo tami ko be no career guidance edo ihe amana wo he wa definition na probably amemato mama gaijia mi tane marketing ma mina na assistance pepedon ama na mana school nu yimi wona enyebe fifia egamelle abobasi wacho devi at the school abe ile jipom aka school fees nurufe hostel playma ta mi wona mi ape doda ti nyebe mi apo de view jilao pe doda so nyebe wa apo view ta mi wona de calculate jilao
okay
be foundation alo aboboa akpere jilon wa akpo fi ajile school ta kakpero yimi na jilon nyebe mi hena admission fee school fees alo apprenticeship fee wa de dom amedom mi hene ejilao dodo asunye be wakpo eviaji le school be awuma vule won edoma oyo sike be ma wa aka tasido alo atropa pemo be pepero mazu jojo be na nene be nime kwenu na mabubu arele sike na ho ata ayinko we ma ta mi wona de calculate lao be ni okata wa ayiji yake le emago me ha mi pobe le mi onu to ma ogugro mbe we are a farming community and ema ko gbona obe chito is a farming community, Chawenu is a farming community, all of them Awudome is a farming community yake neme dejesia mi pobe crop alo elek magbele agbelemenu kwareke melezi ke mi dejisi be le mi oduoma na yi chito a akpagbelemenu nde ndo echidejao akponu ya echitokule ebode chito na ikwapo alo na idafo akpa blajo na ndolo buo echidejao na ya blajo le who na farming all season all year through numa kume mele mi parabe subsistence farming ye komi wana agbele adagbele akova peme adu na povira e wakodere moto ejira ake numa mela mejidemo ta mi repobe mi were calculate the district the directorate of agric le west district wa komi anu to menabe nuku kawe na ademiaji skemia akotare mebe mi encourage amobe wa adagbele ma be nuku na bode mi agbo ne mi anovi le Dugame Kumasi Accra yo vapea enuku wale abo wako akoju sikana nambe ameyo lagle dema o pe akle da ade video abele ko le o fiane gaija mi le pombe in the near future we will talk about block farming. Block farming sikenya agric method are sike me I have a vast land as an NGO, and then the NGO is only trying to facilitate the UFO who have interest in farming. Hello, I'm a yola gledema. What are that global weather? Who abela you let there? So if I may have, let's say about 10 acres of land. Maybe me put 10 acres of land le bame tona me 10 acres of land. Ye maybe me atagle. Kadi mi awani be ni ama aglema de block women. Ni pole de ka me say na ho pole de ka le aglame. Ta NGO abedon yin be me provide, me facilitate be wa anula agbela kata no mo agbela vo ni o kata wa wo ni be we decide wazan fertilizer wazan even nuku wa pa seeds wa organization foundation na solicit be me gadolio academy check akle ameyo le ni ma wo ma wata apere mi on be mi akwe ni mi dagbela vo ni ke mi on be mi dagbela vo ta ne be enupa we do wa tractor aloni sare ke wa va acho nglagbela ava ba nglagbela jifo ke no we vo ne nupa we do amare sare apanu de pe plot ji foundation a supply sisa na irrigation time do alone na be the time is right for to apply fertilizer depending on obabe le mi an to me ha me de fertilizer gaye le mi asia o fertilizer mi dana maybe en 10 acres ojebe na mi chobe na za fertilizer be 10 bags obe o 10 bags de gamele si o e ba pre 2 bags ko de 10 acres enu ko ma wo nwi abele yi ojebe no awo ta e be etagbele akome po video chome bo ta mi apobe agric to officer o le megbenami be wa fianu agbledela be this number of acres this is the right dosage of fertilizer ojebe na za na time for we decide ojebe na spray wa glema depending on the dosage the foundation would assist and facilitate be akpo enu makata akodagbele ta na mi wo makata for enu ko chia komejeja mi akpo ebe okay agriculture wa analysis agro mbe at the end of the season la ne mejira no a mejira agbelemenuko a maybe a percentage, maybe 20% or 30% of their sales ayi na choke fene ameyo na no ni agbana emi ko dagbele ke the rest maybe 70% ayi na wo agledela ke fe be the foundation doesn't gain anything from haboboa me profit haboboyo me kpona na gechu agbede mamo ke bu ni okpotu menye be dona lamosi gava mo kutukume si ke fe be na yebe winto ebe a dagbe fifia gbe machi fertilizer ne se ada kwasifie ta ina be amomo ke tutula agbede o ta ne be ojore ne ma na foundation to facilitate ni yukata yia anabe amowata dagbele bobo edewu ale yo wole de chata edudu ma ta mi le babia be ameyo ina tank pere mi anwa enye input supplier so kata na Remi Enterprise again is an input supplier ta amema kata wa pere mi anwa be mi award dodo be ne agbele the season do a ni wa yile mi anu to manye edure kameko ne amokpan gbale chawenu to pan gbabe yo adagbele alo ne agba ayingbela marasi ya to be adagbele reji ebi anami ate dodole sekemi awo be ha na adagbele ya to ngbaji na ganye efufufu be ngbaji ta ne ma ole male youth empowerment ta mi wo yakata mi febe mi le musendo sohel be sohel wa yingo do na no si na mare mi chobe mi wo block family ma amarecho nyamba na for block lesi le footprints of glory per farm evanglo eva wo pagle bo papa me kaka be agbo ezando maybe 6 o'clock sware ke megala vana gebe imela ni podu ta ni aba wo yi na ba fi na ba gba me be ho na poga ke bo dona la si o efo ya gle eba o dogbo maybe talk nyamba na for na chope yi alokoji ko ya gle o me le fertilizer plego o me le weedicide plego o me le seed plego ayi adagle agbo ade no season no jira no eyi o jara no kwa kefene ameyo na no mi agbana na ke no ke o ha e ko sosia tani na ma nya dodo a
yo akpe afimia ayi de program soja maga gbo vamegbe kanye youth empowerment program ake fonu kudele ke mi akpede amayo onye the less privilege obeta gbo kokake ozu school dropout wa gbo school amayo ayi do strongpe wa pedon ke mi put any mechanism in place akọ supervise alo alen kude nene mema obe pepede ma himele pepede de ma vazu jojuro a
okay akpe mechanism only sike am sure be enemy chichima ano mechanism one no totore e ya unti ta ameyo le school ameyo le domea me have school tato for number me a pe volunteers so get the the na school me ba para be yoviade le domia alo be ameyo le doson fa mi yona doctor akonu chuchuchu mi ovio fe do na ta mechanism only da ka me sure be amareke menye mamare ama decrete menya ne salary ke mo ele imile imkwa I'm sure be when a loopholes come la we'll try to forge ahead
and then ma kan nyeba nyama diba ma allow that parikawa the youth empowerment abana nyeba the via the lake jila pak lefa maga valley yemi bloba ko mai ke mo chu ha ko ma denan ban yemi iba yuwa adwalo de fi mari leke monitor ya ha no na le ha papaji
okay
because the fi mani no ma lepa eva zuba pa butoto abon du nanu kata maybe avalita jinam leke mi wana bama
yeah as a la Pamagoji ma bulebe footprints is a young organization miga mi de jesi dongo be enya mi blocho sponsorship wa for them sponsors o me fam hareko ta mi untete mata akpo devi maoji le school ta fifia ni go meja do fifia request over za ake egamanai ta mata wo e ma wo ta mi je ko me ple ame yole at least jila deka menya jila efel ame si jila deka le mi pobe jila ma do wole si ele do re wom se ka ta po viaji le school be wa ple ndu ne a wa pla wona wa do mi acho school fees anya admission fee ya even that is yearly alo semester termly mi ahe akejila o be do ko ne amare edagba maleji wa at least o ha aten akpo viaji le school be ndu goma edomawi ta la me yosi jila pa va melo e amare ke mele po mame wa pere wa mi le mon popo me be ne untete va mi awon mi atapo request ma han gbo o le mi agbo za amo mo request over be mi o ya pere wa ke c'est que untete me le mi on fifio a yena atapo me venture into that for now but I'm sure be once emi le nu ya won pepere mva amema ha wa akpo njeje
mi afa todo la plan kwala ma don kujina mi be Footprint TV yenye ya mi le popom ke mi gale mi afa nkosem le JD 99.9 FM ho play Swiss 93.7 FM le ho ke mi le numa couple CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation first CEO American ye apeto kafui amegbe madon kujina be megbe da na wona ya yenye na Irami Enterprise Africa wa pobe hotunu ple ope agble denule bele kemile seme na wa pobe Footprint of Glory ehia alododo alope pedon wike awebe nuyo ukodeto mo pe dron kukua wa adevi waten agede ope secretariat alo ope office like le masalachi pe motutu o mele titu chaka klo le 0202561472 nene make waten anagawe alo wa adegawo pe MTN Momo account me le merchant number 477231 yo CEO mia ayide babiaoji miele nkude community improvement programs on FA Avlobe FM we ma miele nkuda poto another two about the health aspect mi afa la mesen o dodo ka le mi asi kude mi afa la mesen o nti
akpe le mi afa la mesen wona no which is health mi tibe mi de wona otome mi nye abobo sike ojebe ni kata mi awa ni kata te mi awa ajebe ni nda sike no based on research and data ta mi pobe le mi ya to mi len kure mi anu to ma pobe teenage pregnancy is on the rise and me I would do the dem ko le Ghana go do teenage pregnancy is on the rise and then so mi pobe mi awo questionnaire so I get a street as ya pobe what the me na come to amogo especially young girls and guys so but then based on that la we see be nka mi awo wona ka mi ade to me sike na adenu maji poto le yarom you me ataje be mi a school me I have research not research resource person so whatever afonu ne the school me a partner play health center so be nen nesa do wata ayi school me aba fia no the view enu jamia wo me chebe with reproductive sex adolescent reproductive health matters the kudo globe the viewer abstain ake le iyo ma numa wo asesena that you the view adolescents were they will always be adventurous.
Okay.
That na me le uji ziko e me fiawo emon bubu yo eli sike o je be wata lebe na odo ku a kemi le nu o me antoro ku ta nya po be me afia nu the view especially the youth and the options available to them in reproductive sex ta ni makata de me de ma o ma you are educating them with a teenage pregnancy the me research marvel and then based on what the outcome is la no we need to do A, B or C kama tachiko either one to no okay but was more gaijia me panabe ejebe mi anto mi ano na se me ape agbemana no na mi no me la me se mo wele the dollar beside wa agbemana now ta me there one out to me let's go jogging se kenye be every Saturday la me le me be do me e don se so hell be wata kokoro ko nu be wa de wa la me fe every morning while you jogging every Saturday morning while you jogging agbo no you jogging boy wow aerobics se kenye wa helame be after the aerobic session na be TV ale alo watermelon le ona mesara no noma wa ole duma ke we have resource persons again I mean I take the opportunity of that advantage of that gathering se ke fe be no one and se fe ma you for what do ewayi kebe no gbo a wakofu na enu tutu le adownload le se ke wa wo be edume no the ka wo ayin go be na through that eroya emicho manye be mi ayi jogging no hofu no ma me ata wo clean up le mi adu me afi o meja mi ajredo ne ati o do tree planting that Saturday la we do tree planting that which the me put me wo no makatala anabe the kawo volunteerism anoyin le mi ever to call me anto mi abe do me volunteer work say mi atogbo mi atowo kaka to me adu kata to no gere na me le do no that we are thinking that once we put these things in place la volunteerism will come back that nenema kwenye health pay le mi abo
yo akpe na footprint of glory top CEO afeto cafe amegbe the yamede daughter the last but not the least the community improvement programs somehow yenye educational programs yoji oto asike waga kunu na mekude yaleke mile akpama ha wo me.
Okay, then last but not the least, me mention livelihood, me promote livelihood, me promote youth empowerment, me promote health, that is education.
Yes.
That education, education ava keketa, education me de wana to me, sike law school de katarenu to government school me nursery, KG, by upper primary. By GHS ta fifia me do GHS me say GHS bo ta le upper primary to le lower primary to pe program no a me de wona to me sika me de kana me children's world sika me nyanto menya you are the host of children's world children's world la it is live on JD FM 99.9 megahertz level and then Swiss FM 93.7 megahertz level every Saturday morning between the hours of 7 and 8. Tane jila wa se abe mi no se jeji children's world le station out there and you want any be and am on popo the view be wa exhibit over talent be le numa ogoma it builds their confidence and then be over confidence na jibe the quiz you me wo last week Friday na get a center gidewa even amole apa primary onya babiane onya ndudu na babia akele yo wacho agbla ezo agba nene makwa wakaka ko wa eyi na vai never be anza zo ake wadon ayambe the confidence building is not there tami me the problem then the video to in a studio out of fair aglomaunya ado babian even studio yi there a studio a poor amole studio me recalio that before you are able to talk with Omala na to one makatala it's building their confidence kefebe we are a young talk member we are the future leaders so that in the future they can have that kind of attitude and then the leadership skills tayemi wana like children's work children's work go last year it was only for Chito Circuit schools which were only 11 schools but if you are me venture into Audome I mean we did our launching last 3 weeks we were launching the adult education at Chito, and so all the school reps came. There are 26 schools, basic schools in Audome across the 3 circuits. We have Anyawasi circuit, we have Bame circuit, and then we have Chito circuit. Anyawasi circuit, I law Chawenu, Anyawasi, Kontadenu, Bame circuit, I law Bame, Avewin camp, Darfur, Bethel, Chibu, Elo Katarenu. Chito secretary alo Chito durenu elo deredodu play bokof kopetu ta school yo kata me 26 basic schools really ta yewe le fefe ma wom yewe de na studio ta be ameve ma va crash le studio la o ballot ta marestia de nya kekekiri wa studio ava work fefe and then I have to commend you be me when you host on that program. I think that you are doing a good work there. You should keep it up, and then we try to improve the standard of education in Audome. In children's world, primary la, we have a quiz competition. Initially, Lami Institute.
That's for the upper primary.
The upper primary. Yeah. Initially, Lami Institute internal school quiz. Intra-school quiz. Even within the school, the video open at home. The main focus is inter-schools. School wabli ho. Magbele Chito EPGSS, Olympic Primary, play Amit, play King of Kings, Hello Early International wabli ho. Abli ho. Okay, no one another candidate me quiz me ametona e represent na school. But no nima kobe ameton. Eko alamene alamaton eko o nana o de rajoge anu fiao ke amsisora o me benefit na through that learning no and I know bli ho ha amema o ko ebli na ho na school ta me ko be me wo internal school quiz la it can take any form atanya class be in a 2 streams in the school B against A allo even within A la na kata miacho abei even in school them and never come on Chito AJSS me our time la every Friday in the all of you will stand up nakata miacho then they start asking question when a question there na don't want abu brian no me don't want asati tie no over house then every the throughout the weekend la one of your money we house tie no me dibe nya house la oje agba that through all that I mean everybody is learning. You also want to learn something better. No be a question la what to do one of your kaka throughout the week Friday Saturday Sunday la no kwale bomiako money so the next Friday I work out I'm book naga kwala siwe ta de bi le ba ola mi kwebe I even through that la they can get suitable candidates to represent the schools. But I mean, like budget, I represent school. That in my so inter schools. That Emala every Friday, which is not an inter school quiz day la or on the school. So, but now that we are going to Audome, we don't have the strength to because no like quiz now the school mela. Mina na wachi. All the candidates mina na water soft drinks. All the teachers that we provide them water and soft drinks. So, Omana Amadeko. Maybe a quiz master, then maybe a subject teacher really is get a over Omenachio. It will surprise you by but it can bring everything down. Nime one and man, Kavi me na Udoma, 26 schools, Osobo. We don't have that strength now to Ntete Mamel me ata anon magbopo. That me lay hold on that for now. So what we are doing now Udoma is inter schools. Sikafebe school hopefully, but they do it circuit based. Chito school macho ayanwasi aba play whole of them. Chito circuit now water. Me start from quarter-final stage, semi-final stage, and then the final. So that we will have a Chito circuit champion, we will have Anyawasi circuit champion, we will have Bame circuit champions. Me and the man maybe after that we can do champion of champions. The 3 champions what do go? I mean that one it reduces cost because then me check maybe inter Audomela school view what do go show that for Ava Chito Ablebo better Avafi
It's a lot of cost.
It's a lot of cost. Me were circuit based. Then after this then we'll see. Let me have champions of the 3 circuits Then we can organize champion of champions. Be Anyawasi champion, Anyawasi circuit champion, Chito circuit champion, Bame circuit champion. What applicable? Then we have one winner for the whole of Awudome. So for a year you carry that bragging right, the year champion of Awudome. So this format he won on upper primary. So it's the same format for JHS.
Okay.
This year we should have started the upper primary one in first term. But if you are in the second term. Per our calendar, first term is for upper primary, second term is for JHS, and then the third term me the assessment. I'll come this one. With the JHS competition, it takes the same form. So at the final, we award pupils. Every candidate who has able to quarter final, no development, or development, ever final. All of them have certificates. That may final, they have certificate of participation.
Okay.
Then those in the final, they have the certificate of achievement, but they've made it to the final. So we give them that certificate of achievement. Apart from that, we give them parcels, textbooks, exercise books, pens, pencil, and name it, all that we hear the viewers from. Then you know when I'm upper primary quiz because most of them are mono classes. Class 4, class 3, class 6. So class 4, class 5, class 6. Then they have 3 candidates.
Yes.
That's the ideal situation that we are looking at. Okay, but then once they do it, I may just as primary 6, Edo, GHS, then I may you 3, 4, 5 to take over, and then they promote somebody to join them. Okay, we don't have that situation all around. I'm going to GS primary 6, so we were. If let me now primary textbook they will not have use for it next term. Can you mean when I primary quiz we give them GHS textbooks. But once they go to GHS they have use for them. Can you want upper GHS quiz at the hours we give them SHS textbooks, but not to register ISS. Then they use the textbooks. These are things that we are doing to improve the standard of education in our locality. The last one, he made the Colombo assessment. Assessment, I mean, very important. No quiz were only 3 people say on a quiz, and basic school or primary school, so we have subject teachers and SS we have class teachers in primary schools, and in SS we have subject teachers. That need enough class are there, maybe class 4 or class 6. Oh, chairman, now quiz. Normally they isolate them. Oh, then another guy. I don't know if you are one ahead of the other students. so that the questions over they can perform. Ta fe be na me toma ele ati do me le mission kwa am so les classroom la o le fe on o me ga mission. The same for GHS. GHS they are subject teachers. Ta ne odo ne mala no jole ma e fe be ame toneku alama atoneku ele mission le ngoyi ke it is to the detriment of the others in the classroom. We will not stop the quiz. Quiz have all advantages. That we want to implement assessment review. But it will take the form that we'll have the roster of all the schools. The NGO will have roster of all the pupils in the various schools, both primary and GHS. So when we have the roster, we do assessment. For example, because we have your roster, if it's the for DA primary, if we have the roster of that for DA primary, class 4, I'm mentioning class 5, I'm mentioning class 6, I'm mentioning Katawonko. So randomly, we go to the classroom and we pick students. Maybe 20 students average per class. Then they sit a test. One test, the class I mean. Don't want test, then the average score becomes the score of the school. Then we use that to rank the schools and let me rank school over. I mean, probably okay. And it will go to the teachers. Teachers will no. Why do I say that? Because let me assessment man. I will teach another school home. Student car no virtual. What about Kobe wa annual report? We know in a class there's average, there's high, above average, and there's low. So mostly teachers because some of them because they offend any teacher because easily people catch no fear they go on. Lacking behind there's not that opportunity for them to catch up. I do assessment, that Tomela. We teach our no fear, no fear. In Chemadima award could now in Chemadima. Allo Medima don't pay. But Sag Benova assessment, and in class was swear. Medima don't pay. Never fear. Major Babe, at least I'm a sorry, national government. Benet over assessment, if you no pick, even the weakest students, at perform, when we are doing all this, the byproduct, although what we gain, the standard of education is going high, and our kids are catching up. They can become the future leaders that we always talk about. But basically, this is what we are doing. But with the assessment, again, it is cost. We cannot start this year because we don't have the financial strength to do it. Especially institutions, agencies, they should come to our aid and support us. New water, allo aingo.
That after Nicola, you can make up for the footprint of glory. Me have a Nunola and a footprint foundation. I got a family, you can get that logo common the finances lost here. I will be mere Qatar for the to my Atama with Ta'awu, of America, a woo, about Dover, a woo, about Gatoma, you can exhibit our manner. Jack Baba, you check a play footprint of glory, but Opa, a tabagino, alumio coco directuma. Ajefiato, Ajegato, Fokafi, Mava Agbo, Majibe, now added well to Manami concerning quiz yoka miwo, that she to security, Vi, Afi Hey, how got Lord and Mugabonade, I would
do okay, you mean what to via last year, the primary, upper primary, Wapajia, Chito Methodist primary, you will hold ma, I'm a Velawinia Chito EP primary. You will hold my former school. You have Velia. Afi St. Michael RC second RC primary school ho etolia le GSS to ba paje old basic you remember old GSS iwe hogma le Methodist JHS yoga hovele ha la fi afi King of Kings any private school you ho atolia tama maganu be probably King of Kings ho etolia la fi King of Kings is a private school. Can you want Milo private school kata play government school for kata reme? We are not discriminating, but private school man no me wana mo. Even with the kids world, we give opportunities to the private schools to also exhibit their talent. Nemi len kure mla akpa maji akpa with the private school why should an organization pay for airtime? The private school number about advertise okay. It is we have me of you like mother the via how to come. So when we want education to be on the same standard, the same level, we give equal opportunity to everyone. So with I'll say these things benefit the private schools more because you like badge jilalo onko sela jilabe idibe evina afi ke ena all enrollment is improving their enrollment and of course their finances as well. So yet I mean we don't benefit anything from the private schools. It is to their own advantage.
Wow, akpe go nyama unchi na mike majiba ma agerete pade be na awona ni kele epeto epaton magba nkanye wo mokoko alododo kawe gale abugo pass
Yo aza akpe afima ava ma goja alo menya be mire nyega biago akai me de magbole because ne eje me gbolo me o success story so akai menya be whether I will get there or not. Let me get there then I should hold on. But if I should continue.
Hold on and then
okay. Okay. That in the next 3 to 5 years, me will and so in the next 3 to 5 years, me le mon papa me be ne len kude mi anu to ma pepero here la pagiri and me will be once we put this foundation together, you will let the war. Emile pepero pacho the popo I think that we will do better and we will improve. Sikafiabe, even Anyawasi EP primary. Anyawasi EP primary, their classroom, Anyawasi EP primary. It is nothing to write home about. Negere Avawin Methodist GSS, all teachers Bangalore to now. And Titi, and no mele afochom. Second and number, Nichosron, the viewing so strong. I you. I bled the yao, all for the video bedo, the fooder. Tammy Pemon Popanebe. Once we are able to garner some support, even post support, we should see ourselves even building a classroom block for a school. Second and Najebe, the view of our school, and no menu tome, classroom, and you see EP primary. It is nothing to write home about. Ne post school called Katala Edefu. We are always saying better we always have wait on the government to come to our aid. But when you put an organization together like this, I think that we should be able to do these things easily. The number, our development will be more consistent than it used to be. Even Chito du Come, a Chino knows Wagba. In the pipe, in the China to pipe man, Econai, 1 week, 2 weeks, Afia Kochi, water is life, and those are the basics of life. No live, Jamia town work. I will make reference to Chito again. No go do the pay. Duame, no go do the penally. I'm a Giovanna Duame. I'm a Joe Sobora, a hotel Solomia Boama Giovanna, me one a program, so I'm Giovanna. No good depending on public places, so I'm going to Alechi. Many myself, me Chilepello, alone Chilepelli, I'm also Barapame. Then public places only. I'm what I eco, alechi, ado, do. Those things they improve our way of life. With time, I think that when we get to that stage and we have the strength, we should be able to do these things easily, which will mean that our development is more consistent. We don't have to wait on government to come to our aid.
Yo, akwe, todo lao nyada pena Amegang Cafe American CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation. Ellen me denamilen woman economy. Amegang Cafe. Nyada kuku nyadibe nupala pala na todo lao wa dejesi ndeka evado ike Footprint of Glory Foundation. Hey jawowo ike ugede mia dome.
Yeah, okay. I come in my Bafi, me my web every we are working on 4 areas: livelihood, youth empowerment, health and education. My ajagomecho livelihood la. Fifia we no me so le me cover le secretariat amole I will cover. Open the door, new circular trunk room, and then allow for okay, example, small appliances all cover. I can smell like a sauce came or Jabino, cigar me I get it to come or yet taco, make it do my record. Like apart from that, no here small housing units, near public toilet, no secure Jamaica was easily. You want to last year, Chito. EPGHS, for Kukunemi, Onglanganemi, and all other schools, Bokov DA, Onglanganemi, re-roofing, open classroom, we have to re-roof. St. Michael RC, they need chairs for KG department. And Mankatan request only, you meet them because of, again, finance sister, you meet them while I'm Chito, AGS, stop a urina. To school now. I recommend ne nfiala obe no attend to nature la ejebe no post class why ya peme allo the unit around anyhow why ya peme e ka teacher bia throw for peme bo aba fe no han yi the visio why you call the political adodo all around me manya porta o for kokoro meter never to 3 design 3 units urine now die. One for males, one for females, and one for teachers. So last year, before our quiz final, our teachers quiz final, me commission and then handed over to the school, which they are using now. And again, in that way, who benefits? It is the school, the teachers, the children, the kids who benefit. Then the NGO, what does it gain from building for a school like that? So. That's why we say humanity towards others. Nia akodome. I want to see you join me. Once entertaining me on me akodome. Mind you, entertaining no kuafia. Maybe entertain wabu be ajene do the brother away. I can vehicle so I never go back there. Me a pedo work the why engineer for the livelihood part la. No money work for Chito EP JHS. I'm sure those who are watching on the screen now, they are looking at the pictures of it. And then youth empowerment, Papa Gia, me don't say me and of you get the school, the whole school them vocational community vocational institute level around local runabout the school there. I'm all the school that I've the course one. I don't have into apprenticeship the soccer day. I've forgotten the name of the foundation. I think the FU de Sonle, but all the Sonle, the soccer day too. And Makata NGO, the Ojipom school, not paying school fees. I'm letting me paying school fees and then paying for apprenticeship fee. Mika Mavo, Jilao Miller, the Ople Jilao Be, and Pogobe, Nudu, open, and on the school. And we go from time to time to the schools to monitor development. Hopefully, I'm sure by next year we'll have some success stories, which means that I'm you automate, I'm a bantawa, all of the school, at the school, care the one another who see the wow. Taye Male, we from Palmer to Apache. The health for Apache, I mean, we've been able to organize the Let's Go jogging for a while. Again, it hasn't been very consistent, but you for again because I'm all for I could deliberate. People for ever left with the but we'll try again. But we've been doing Let's Go jogging every Saturday, and then last year to end the year we did the screening of the YOLO series. Me or adolescent or youth education, sexual education. So we identified the YOLO series. I'm sure there are YOLO movie. They were identified with the content of the movie. We screened that throughout throughout December, and then we had a resource person from Chito Clinic. Over the those who have to ask questions, like they ask questions and they explain to them what they know. So all of this we crown it with we began with a cleanup exercise. Second year we cleaned the prominent streets in Chito, FU Meja, me Gata Ome, me Jraudo, me to Uve, me Uveme, Bajilafema Katando. And so those who are watching on TV, they can see all these things, pictures, to show that we are really working. Yeah. So lastly, education part, I'm sure that one is very glaring to everyone. I'm sure that one, I'm sure because we go around, kids go to centers every Friday. Not every Friday. Our quizzes happen on Fridays. Let me set timetable Fridays from 10 o'clock. The school somela me one. And now that we are in Audomela, Anwansi Circuit, we have two centers. One center, EP, Anwansi EP Church. That is our center. It's one of our centers. Konta EP Church is one of our centers. So Anwansi Circuit, we have two centers. When you go to Bame, I have two centers. We have Avenue EP Church, Dafo EP Church. But Bame Circuit, very soon, me add Bame EP Church. Because if you find our when it comes to Chitola, that one we have Chito EP Church as a center, Methodist EP Church as a center, and Assemblies of God as a center. My common purpose is that when Sofo Pole Solometo be when I'm on Popomi, I will check a clean or the Caklimi be near Zao where Bedo le Wonaya Wom. Mamma said another celebrity number and number 1 year. FBA, Ochole, Ngoi Pedo, Tamia Dapenakata. Tabu the quiz last year, Bebulameyo win was in Chitu. This year, meet me Lawole, Awudome. So just last Friday, we started with the quarterfinals. Tale Anyawasi EP Church school enable Holafima, Anyawasi DA Primary, Resurrection Power, Yemetonva, Quanta EP Primary, Anyawasi Methodist. School get a school, you qualify who in at the next stage, which is the semi-final. Yes. And so after this, we will have all the awards and the prizes for the candidates, and then with the teachers, we have a planning committee. We have given the CISO, so whenever circuit supervisors, the circuit chairman, secretaries, and then the head teachers of all the schools, all from council. So we call them Central Planning Committee. They plan the quiz amount, or they coordinate the quiz amount every circuit. The flow of information is easier because they meet, and we have a WhatsApp platform for all of them. Bame Circuit, Anyansi Circuit, Chito Circuit. We appreciate their effort as well. As a committee, as a CISO, we appreciate you. As a chairman, we appreciate you in terms of the prizes that we give out. Because these are not part of their curriculum, but they find time out of time. They find time to do all these things for the NGO to grow. Me and Dakpeno, all the CISOs Chito Circuit, all the chairman, secretary, Chito Circuit, Bama Circuit, and Yonsi Circuit, meet Akpenong. And so we appreciate them in terms of cash donations to them, so that next year they will have the interest in helping us again to achieve our dreams. These are our success stories, and you can see there last year the performances that we had, all our candidates in the quizzes they excelled. They excelled to SS. We are not saying there it is based on our quizzes that they perform, and they are now going to SS, but these are all efforts to improve them, to bring up their level, to bring up their standard. And so we hope that in the subsequent years, you can see there, even last year after the primary quiz, we set up a 3-member committee for the foundation to give us a stationary report, how the quiz went and the ups and downs, the weaknesses, the strength, and all that. And we surprised you by the kind of things that we came across. I'm sure maybe along the way we'll talk about that. So even in the final last year, there was one girl who was panicking. Maybe you were there, you saw it. It was a girl who was panicking. She knew the answer to the questions, but stage fright, and so when you give them this opportunity, they overcome those things. They overcome them. And unfortunately, that lady, that stage fright, even in the BC, because the result didn't come as we were expecting, because of that stage fright. And she was able to catch up and overcome this. Would have been easier for her. But luckily, she's gotten to school and progressing. So we are monitoring them along the way. And so whatever help we need to give them, we'll give them. As and when we also have enough support.
Ayo, mi kotola miambo Footprints of Glory TV. You can be at Swiss 93.7 and pay your biology. And I'm a canary about I got to read that can be that JD 99.9. I got some yap and call it a FIMA. You can make a make a mea bullet, me have a quality home in a senior architect, Cafe, I'm a good yellow apam. Therefore, Afi ma aconia mamia and that would go. I am better when you need to make daddy. Mako Daruda, and then Kuala and Selawa as a woman. But how has your organization improved over time?
Okay, so let me coach you. Okay. My believe this has been a vision. Putting this NGO together has been a vision over 10 years. It's been on the table for over 10 years. And so I would say that it hasn't been easy, but with the help of volunteers like you, but all of us are volunteers. You are volunteering your time, we are not paying you. All the people we are all trying to bring our time, spend our time and to achieve something. From the beginning, it was difficult trying to get people to work for the NGO. I have to identify people and talk to them, like you. I'm sure everybody, I'm a volunteer in this NGO now. I have to talk to the person, to sell the vision to the person there. This is what I'm thinking that when we come together, we can achieve. And so even with the board of directors and the council of advisors, I had to try and pick people, go to them, travel to Koforidua, meet people, try to convince them to come on board to help. Some have, others haven't. So we are grateful to all our board of directors, our board chairman, Mr. Bradford Michael. He's our board chairman, and our condolences to him. He lost a mother, and so our condolences, our board of directors. So these are things that I want to say back. So from time it's a vision, and so as an architect I draw. The question I'm never go there. No, either 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom dealer. in your mind onya nwi wanye no to evil but amia do ko bleko ta ni me on be okay you can improve your delivery to the person be afia be 3D net to evil ale one way okay number 2 ko be ta eke 1 million but in your mind as a planner, as somebody who has vision, you know already what the outcome is. That I knew where I wanted to go, so I tried to talk to people to come on board to help. That I can say largely that we are making a lot of progress, and also we thank the support, we thank all our board and council for the support, and then to the volunteers, those who are volunteering their time. It cuts across everybody. We at Footprints of Glory, we don't have any political affiliation, and so we don't have any political group working. We are trying to bring everybody on board to help, and so so far it's been very tough, but we are trying to do it. For me now, it's just about time, and because of all this, I don't have time to do other things. Every time you need to think about it, that, but we are hoping that once people come on board, Kuku Debe, Ameyo Najibe, you are Odoplimi. We need a secretary, we need a publication assistant, we need a social media assistant, Ameyo Nanomiape website update. We need a lot of people. We need project coordinators, we need project managers to come on board and help. And so Ameyo Kata Ojibe, you are Geremiame. They are warmly welcome. We advertise for our positions, and only few people applied. But again, we advertise again. But Ameyo so that there will be less pressure on some of us. But we can also concentrate on other things. That's why I say that it hasn't been easy, but of course we expected it. We'll forge on till we get there.
Bale ke unto anyanya Footprint TV anyanya na popon. Ele mi apenko sel JD 99.9 FM. Bale Swiss 93.7 MHz Lokatan level. Mi afa amajuri ke pofufude mi anwe gbe ikele mi agba yenye bobuto apeto kafi amegbe American doji pola na Footprint of Glory Foundation. Edenu gede menami egba nami se go mebe wana jago macho chito ya wana jago mele ke fe ya ma o jagbagba extend ido de awudu me dubu bo pete me nke fia be duyo enye awudu me dua me kareji be Footprint of Glory efe afọ ede afuma ke like uchule chito gede awudu me like ko komi opinion leaders were do metawe so here hello kohomi.
Oh, okay. Après ma blebe afimi agere do ma mi wo plan be o mata choko agere do no eje benato do fiaoji po do fiao ta mi po assemblyman le do gede o me anyansi assemblyman ele do plimi bam chibu assemblyman ele do plimi Chito ayingbe pijigbe assemblyman kata do plimi assemblyman akpana chawe no play anyansi bo ta ni mi woni be mi toji ye mi gere efiagbo ta emi efiagbo ba denu me na efiagbo mi de mi aroko efiagbo be mi wenye Footprints of Glory ni wo mi le ta mi po no efiagbo ta efiagbo yoduko on a mis quelque chose, il y a beaucoup de corps, nous va à prendre le corps, tu as mal d'appeler et de faire kata et il y a bon méthode de, mais au kata moi méthode.
Ok.
Mais de annoncer méthode d'annoncer, annoncer sur le mien bois que manchebe kuhi d'ova around that time le de faire mais pour le masse I don't mind c'est que au même résolve quand méthode geroju que le bame nyanda pene du fiao ba me okomi konta okomi mi ponune mi te de fiabo akometa ndo nkeke na mi tu wa tu edu akata kuno akeba me mi de fiabo vo ogboyo mi meyi ofofu duanu we ponune duko dafo chibu mi de fiabo chibu memata de dukogo dukoga pupu lo kene mi va ke mi pa fo ete ba choro un kaba aka mi da pa be da fo o eyo doaza mi de du fe agbovo o doaza o yo mi va pa pour no duko ta mi da kone du fe kada ke me seref mako amin tamanyo ho bo mi nye manyi me mi awe na yi edu ogbo afia wa no blobe o mi va mi pere mi awon mi na tabo bro mi office ana blobe o mi nye tamanyo bo na va a chi mi agbo ake mi ento mi zofo de du ko ogbo ba blobe o ni o ta mi va ki ta mi ada pebe o komi nwe mi abe dodo yo be mi wa o fwede me ta ma adakpena assembly man okata be pepere yin o le miana manga globe le mama du yo momentum dewa mi a choma no popo ya o mi le radio ji every Saturday le Swiss FM play GD FM mi a choma no popo ya o akono enu pocho mi fe do na o yanto fifia kra ole mi akpo because we are all over there with the quiz competition and all that. All the people to New Year or I'm sure they will hear of us, and any support, any help that we can be to them, we'll give to them. Me have a better two boy, one army, that way it has been successful.
Yo, mi afa nukpala todo la le madidi moa mi afa wona agade hogame madon kujina be Footprint TV yenye ya nele popom nene maka le mi afa nkosele JD 99.9 MHz plus Swiss 93.7 MHz mi afa CEO American CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation architect Cafe Amegbe yenye American mi afa amajuro egba eden me na mi kudedo do ike Footprint of Glory that to me enu yo wo nu yo nyobe challenges anyo be yantepe ne nyebe amade alo domenyo habobode akọ dupe ngogbe yi adetoma anyo be mi adasi abo domene mi lankude ndeka eveyo me ode asi livelihood program so na make youth empowerment program ugana mi sego me be health ikanyemi ape na mesenya o educational program ode to men ewonu gede ado magloba nji wa wonu gede o galewo made kukuna be nenye be wa ademegbe na wa tem agadeji le ofe office alofe secretariat le chito awudomen nenye be edo chito central mosque hecho mama opele Nairami enterprise yawe ema egri nenye be egero doma wa tem akpo alebe bakpado inka wana ado ugbo nene make ha watem achaka pele wole kapoje siaji 0202561472 magawi aka 0202561472 nenye be wide ope website alo email wa pole footprintsofglory@gmail.com mada kukuna be wo ha jagbagba na mi avio be school yawo mi afa dedie no yawo ne make like sohio one odo kwesi a actually ope ejime na awo the calculate Footprint of Glory what be na ya na auto ope MTN mobile money me ope merchant number yenye 477231 magawi aka 477231 nenema ma common papa ya dakpe na Nairami enterprise afike wa kpo be hotunu ple ablede nu le be asibobo etoji ya ha ole tito masalachi pe mo mechuchume tutu nenye be egedoji a wa kpo ofe ablede nu abe spraying machine spraying woofer wa kpo with size fertilizers pe nu yokata hia be na kodagbla wa kpo le ogbo atawa kpo kanchi iron rod cement plate yokata le Nairami enterprise nenye be edofuma ozube we matancho nu alo agbakọ ya pe ma wa ebulosi wa kwa ya pe na fe ma he ma de kuku na be na awo de kakblo le tito nenye be echu masalachi moment tutu yo afimia adasile amega fokafi wa mi abie chosibe wanami gbedasi mamna nukpala opele todula
babia mata manda konemi be me call when I added to me maunu aglobe akpe ganena mi ape turulao ple mi ape nupolao the Footprints TV anye wana gomejeje sike from time to time na deji one ni akpo the Footprints TV anye manye eyodebeko anye mubo sike mi akọ adetume mata peno kata ema abiabe ni o wamila is humanity towards others domenyo aboboy menye so we are is humanity towards others ta ameyo bejime ole amole ya ole ma popo de jibe you akpere amu ngake fofon be mi anu to me nya fofon yo le ore me mako gana meka wa woni wa woke akene koga alo ne konane go support NGO is not coming from one person me akata popoasi me kro do ta ma abiato institutions so see ameyu data na prepare me to mo vome any exercise book government even me accuse ola we give exercise book as present textbooks pencils pens ni ile ati ba ko pare me wa mo de le ba ko pare me wa fa ta ma bia be me ameyo jibe no wo dokure me as our volunteers as a secretary, as an accountant, as a social media person. We have to be updating our Facebook pages, our YouTube channel. Me and Moji Sikana Peremi or me and Oya Katawo. As busy as we are, me and find time out of our schedule and do this on part-time basis. It's not a full-time work. It's part-time basis. Me and Katamia Peremi and me and New York at Naiji. Then I got Peremi and Belly Mineblower. Merchant 9 477 231. We have account. We have a dollar account with commercial bank. We have a savings account with commercial bank. All of that, I mean, you like all the TV jar. The account number will be showing for them to see. I mean, the radio jar. No contact me. 020-256-1472. Dodo Yuli, which is no jar. Wa anya. The work of parents and our miago, Yako our door, ma Aslefima a Dapeno, a Maga Dapes, the volunteers, especially, I may really do me. I mean, we have volunteers in various towns, and so they help us in doing all these things. Taparoli, which is Hawaii, but they find time out of that to help. But and all of you, we appreciate them. And we hope that it will be more in the coming years. Ademi aju eleyo yi be the kawo wona no me adume me fe duo me be wo do wa yingo ta akpe me kaka
yo me da pena me afa CEO na Footprint of Glory Foundation the ke blende miata e keme miasi be wa gare Footprint TV be polin comment adem de ka evado na ni mia adonku jina mi be memle da de sia de ndi to gadreva da sina gania Kisword wana allergy the JD FM 99.9 MHz play Swiss 93.7 MHz ma aga common popoke invite jilao yo le audome zone le ameyo kosu de ko de tama premier semi final na inter-school quiz competition LG on the 17th of June. You can consider it bona mepe fidagbe ni ajababa academy alebe wana aijile fafame abele kemi abete minyani a benye America pedo onyo ni abete na we ya wa
architects eke anonuma kum alumina no kumbiwa aponcho board of directors bakle council of advisors na mama defunawa amiati be mi ajisi America pedo la akwa.
Okay, après with the board of directors, they are the top hierarchy in the organization, and we have the council of advisors below them, and we have the executive director. And with the council of advisors, the board of directors are Dr. Yaufoli Sechema. He's a medical doctor in the USA, Virginia. He's a board member. And then Madam Akushika, Mama Yesley, Madam Rita Akushika. She's also a board member. She's based in Takoradi and the CEO of Yesley Ice. And then we have Mr. Michael Brefo. He's the board chairman. Out of all of them, there are 7. So he was elected as a board chairman. So he works with the Electricity Company of Ghana in Accra. And then we have Mr. Nate, Anyami Nate. He's a retired worker. He was with the ECOWAS Commission, and so he's a board member as well. Then we have Mr. Tewia Ago. He's a retired educationist. He was former headmaster of Maoli School, Sugakope Secondary. So he's a board member as well. And we have Mama Wachibia. In private life, she's called Aku Celestine, lawyer, Esquire. So lawyer, Mama, Queen Mother of Chanodome, the Chito Tuama. And then myself as Kafui Amebe. I'm also on the board. So we are 7. The board chair is Mr. Michael Brefo. And so let me hear you the Council of Advisors of Kwajia. We have engineer Vincent Akotia. He's an engineer at the West District Assembly. He's on the board. We have Mr. Seth Asio. He's the director of Agric, Jolopuita, West District. He's also a council member. And we have Dr. Jibenji Etona. He's a doctor working at the Sugakope now. I think the Catholic Hospital at Sugakope, but he's a council member. And then we have lawyer Mausi Ntung. He's also a council member. And then we have Mr. Samuel Oforikuma. He's a businessman and a construction person as well, a contractor. He's also a board member. And last but not the least, we have Dr. Evans Jukum Agbeme. He is the chief director of Ministry of Defense. And so he's also a council member. Because of his duties, he men on our own, Kaba, so he opted to be in the Council of Advisors. Otherwise, he would have been on the board of directors. But I may the board play council.
And Konye Bright Walanyo Ago, do I see the VJ Element?
Isaiah Mills at the cool leader, do you see the celebrity MC1?
Go.
Footprints of glory.
Humanity towards others.
Footprint of glory.
I am because you are.